Well, howdy y'all, Original GrubbZ here. Listen, I was just taking old Duke out so he could do a little peeps and a poopsies. And it just so happened we got some mail. So I'm gonna do another quick visit tonight. Even though we're ready to get the hell out of here, I did not plan on doing this. I'm gonna put this one up on Sunday. I can't even believe it. So we're gonna make it real quick. We're gonna make it real short, real sweet. We're just gonna unbox these couple things because we got something special in the mail today. Woo! This from that tag striper. We still got that tag right here. That little tag there. That's from that striped bass that we caught there a couple of days ago. Y'all didn't see that video, you might want to check that one out. Now, we thought we was gonna get some money. Yeah, I know my hair's a fucking mess, but we thought we were gonna get some money, but y'all, we didn't get any money. But we did get this special gift here. They sent us to us, and I'm really, really, really excited for it. Oh my, oh my. Now, they didn't even put my name on here. But it says, thank you for providing this information with the tag striped bass you caught. This information is very important in the coast-wide effort to maintain a sustainable migratory striped bass stock. Data from tag returns provides information about migration patterns, distribution, abundance, mortality, age, and growth of striped bass. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service administers the program under which state and federal biologists from Massachusetts and North Carolina tag the striped bass. Ain't that nice? The enclosed certificate contains all the information about the fish that is available at this time. Any missing information is likely due to recent tagging and releasing of the fish. If you feel there is an error with your tag number, please notify us at your convenience at 1-800-44-WHO-GIVES-A-SHIT. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service views the fishing community as an important partner in the management of striped bass. With your continued help, we can increase our understanding of this magnificent fish and enhance our ability to maintain healthy striped bass stocks. For more information on our programs, please visit us at this bunch fucking shit. Sincerely, Josh Newhart, Database Coordinator. Isn't that nice? That's real nice. Now let's check this some bitch out. We got a nice certificate of participation. Now that put that picture of that nice striper on there. That striper we caught was 31 inches, folks. Let's check the tag number, make sure we got the right number. 596871. That's the tag number right on there. That's correct. The tagging agency was the New York Department of Environmental Conservation Coastal. The date was 10/20/2019. Atlantic Ocean off Jones Beach. She was 28-17. So she grew 3 inches in the last year. She was 31 inches when we caught her. Year class. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Anyway, she was 8.27 pounds and the year class is 2014. And I have no idea what that means. The date was 2019 that they got her. Maybe she, I don't know. I honestly had no fucking idea, but that's real nice. Here's a pamphlet about the Cooperation Tagging Program and a bunch of stuff about horseshoe crabs and sturgeons and stripers and stuff we should read, but not right now because we got lots of stuff to do. But that is so nice. We might have that there framed and put it up on the fishing grub wall and put this little tag there with it because that's real nice. For now, we're just gonna put it right there. Oh my gosh, y'all, I almost forgot to mention, they also hooked it up with this lovely pen. That's what we got. We got the pen and the certificate. And that pen is nice, folks. That's real nice of them to send us that stuff. Now, where's my money? Alright, y'all, we got one more package here. This one's from Monsterbass. Y'all know Monsterbass. You know we love Monsterbass. We're gonna open this sumbitch up real quick, and then I'm gonna edit this video and get this sumbitch up, and I still need the thumbnail. And Tay's gonna be out of work in 2 hours. And I'm pretty much done packing, so yeah, I don't know what else I could do. Maybe I'll throw a pair of sneakers in there because Becca told me I better bring sneakers, even though I'm never gonna wear sneakers when we're out in the goddamn desert. Let's check this sumbitch out. Oh boy, that's nice. Nice. I didn't think this was coming to the 13th, y'all. Since when did Monster Bass? It's not Monster Bass fault. What I was gonna say is, since when is the Postal Service early? This got checked in the other day when I made this purchase, and they told me it was coming. The USPS said it was coming on the 13th of this month. What in the shit? Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, my new favorite Monster Bass hoodie of all time. They ain't gonna top this one. They are not gonna top this one, ladies and gentlemen. That is the nicest hoodie I done ever did see. That's, if for all y'all that are not in the know, that right there, that is the Grateful Dead symbol right there. And they took that Grateful Dead symbol and they turned it into Monster Bass. Now, Rick over here, Monster Bass, the owner, I talked to him and I said, what in the hell? I did not see that one coming. And he said, yeah, I've been to a lot of shows back in the day. Man, he grew up in New York and Boston, and he done seen the Grateful Dead quite a few times. Now, that's one band I wish I got to see, but I have seen some really cool tributes. I actually got invited by Mr. Warren Haynes himself, who most of y'all have no fucking idea who that is, but I got invited by Mr. Warren Haynes himself to go to the Boston Pops and see him played Mr. Jerry Garcia's guitar on stage with the Boston Pops. He also gave us backstage passes, y'all. Now that was one of the greatest shows I've ever seen in my life, and it was just a tribute to Jerry Garcia done with Warren Haynes and the Boston Pops, folks. That was absolutely incredible, and it all came to because I waited on him at one of my restaurant jobs. Mr. Warren Haynes, if y'all don't know, if you live under a motherfucking rock, he was a part of the Allman Brothers band. Yeah, that's right. That is correct. He came in quite later on in the group, but he really helped them fuckers out. He also was a part of Government Mule. But anyways, I digress. Take a look at that chunk. Look at that. I'm so in love. Guys, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. Let me just put this sumbitch on real quick. Whew. Now that's nice. Look out, dude, you sumbitch. That is really nice. Now this is a big hoodie for y'all. Tiny little motherfucker like me, but that's a medium. Now I fit in a small mostly, but they didn't have small, so I got this medium because I couldn't go without getting this hoodie here. Alright, y'all, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you're notified when we drop one of these bangers. And this is Reginald GrubbZ. I'm signing out. Now fish on. And go sign up for Monster Bass. They the best. Best box. The better box. Hashtag. Y'all, if you didn't know, Mr. GrubbZ and Becca and Taya, they're going down south. They're going to Arizona. I can't even believe it. Now I gotta get myself ready and get the hell out of here. Let's go.
Done finna jump for the shit. All top when I speak, all cap with the speech till they caught up in the rapture. I'm so out of line with the phrase game. Let's take a break, been a long day. Hit your line with you fall through with the light sticks. Maybe help me spark the ideas. We got nowhere else to go. It's only up from there. I've been on my own, just running through the fields. Vivid for the ears. I know that's how they like it.